Yes.
First grade.
Yeah. Okay, so for our coaching meeting today, earlier in the week you stated that you wanted to go and look at step by step the new MTSS RTI program. And so I've created like a step by step helpful teacher notes, and I shared it with you yesterday to your email. So it looks like this that I sent it to you. I shared it. So if you go to your share it with me.
Got it.
Yep, and just pull it up. And we're gonna go step by step, going all the way down, and hopefully print off your two babies, interventions, lessons, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And I've brought you some materials to use. And so when I do RTI, what helps me is just organization. If I'm organized, if I know where all my resources are, I'm good. Okay. And so the first piece is organization and thinking about how are you going to easily locate information and materials. And so what I used to do, so this is yours too. Hey, Amada, you can come in.
What? Seriously?
Yes. And just let you know, I'm recording, and so whenever we talk about kids, just maybe say their initials. And so what I used to do, I would have this drawer, I would have reading RTI, math RTI, and if I had behavior RTI down here. So this is for you. Amanda, I'll share this with you.
This is an optional meeting.
Where is...
About like the MTTS. Oh.
Yes, so you know, last week, RH went over it, and it was really fast.
So she's kind of going along that.
And so I'm just going like in depth with Julie, and so I'll share it with you too, Kathy. And so Julie agreed to let anybody else who wanted to come to our meeting come. And so what I was just telling her is that with RTI, what helped me is first just being organized, having folders for each of my RTI babies, having a place where I can easily access all of the materials for the kids, whether it's reading or math or behavior. And so I shared this form with you guys just now. So just go to your email. And so I would have a folder for each of my students, and I would determine whether it was reading and math, and then I would also have a basket. And so you're going to create your own folder as well, because you need to make copies of everything you use for the kids. And so anytime you use it, any documentation, put in the folder, because at the end of the goal period, you don't have to go looking for it. It's in a folder.
Got it.
So these two are yours, because I know you have 2 kids already. And so if you pull up this document, the next piece is, where are you going to write observation notes? So if you click on this link, now this is just an example of what I use. You can change it, but I deleted my previous students, and anytime I met with them, I just documented their behaviors. What did they do? How did they respond? Because you know, Amana, at the end, in that summary piece, you got to put something in there. And so I always put like their behaviors. How did they respond to my questions? All that kind of stuff. But again, this is just an example. You can change yours however you want to. But on here, I just made sure I had the names of those babies.
And Leslie, this is each time we work with them.
Each time you work with them.
And part of these minutes are also part of our guided reading block as well.
Yes. So you can put notes in from your guided reading, your intervention time. Anytime you work with that student, you can add in observation notes in whatever document you want to use. And I said this is important because you will have to include as goal summary notes and aware at the end. And so I had this electronically, but then I also had a form that I can just write on a piece of paper.
That's what I'd rather have.
Yeah, yeah.
And just keep in a binder, or keep in that folder with them.
And so, click on the next one with scheduling.
How do we gain access to just regular forms?
What kind of forms?
Just paper pencil forms, like observation notes? and that
Oh,
kind of
I just created this. So you can just create
Okay.
a piece of
Okay.
paper, however you want
Cool.
to do it. And so if you want to use this, you can just make it blank and print it out and start. And so then another important piece that helps is having a detailed schedule. Go ahead and plan out how many times you're going to see the kids, when. Again, that just helped my mind have a order to make sure that I'm meeting the 60 minutes for tier 3 and the 90 minutes the 60 minutes for tier 2 and the 90 minutes for tier 3 each week.
No, we're not just looking at math scoring for this, correct?
No,
Okay.
it's your own data too.
Okay.
MAP, last year's DRA. I found your 2 babies, last year's DRA. And so, again, this is just an example of my sheet I use to help me be accountable for my kids. You can make it however you want to make it. This is just an example.
So I can just get rid of this.
Get rid of that and
Turn
put,
off the blank template.
yep, and put your things in it. So again, I'm gonna update this because I just wanted to remember how many times I was supposed to meet with the kids. And this is from 2017-18. So I'll update this, but I had the students, what intervention I was using. For this group, I met with them Monday, Wednesday, and then I took a data point. You know, we only have to take a data point every 2 weeks, even for tier 2 and tier 3. The only difference is the amount of minutes. If they're tier 3, it's 90 minutes.
So when you say data point, you're talking about like a mini assessment?
Yes, based off of your goal.
Okay.
And so I put that way down here just so we can remember how often we have to see our tier 2 and tier 3 babies. I'm gonna share with you kind of.
Leslie, do you have a list, a first grade list of tier 2 and tier 3?
Yes, it's in the folder that for MTSS. So I'll share this if you go to the Malvern Drive.
Are those
You're
the
welcome.
kids that came from kindergarten that you're talking about?
Yeah, they created
Or were those based on the math scores?
it's based on last year's kids.
Okay, got it.
Let me kind of.
I'm curious now to see who it is. Between that.
There we go.
We do.
Okay, so that's the top piece of just being organized. It will help you with the RTI. And so then the next part we were going to talk about is aware. And so what will help with this one is, so y'all were talking about which babies are already up there. We're going to go to the 2021 MTTS RTI.
You pegged them perfectly.
Yeah, all right.
Do you want me to put my name in on the ones by my students whose names aren't in there, or just leave it blank?
Oh, okay. I was like, Julia only has 2?
No, I have
You have more? Yes, please, because
I
I,
have Sandra and Zion and Michaela. That's 5.
okay.
Lillian, I love the scale. Thank you.
But I had talked to her about Michaela, so do you want me to put my name in there?
Yes. Go ahead and put your name in there. Let's see if it lets you. If not, I know.
It's letting me.
Oh, okay.
Unless you would print.
But Michaela is already special ed.
They could write a sentence.
I can see that part, okay.
Okay. And I want to tell y'all that I'm recording for school. And so we're gonna say the initials of
Yeah.
babies.
MZ is already
Okay.
in services.
So this is the list that they created from last year. If you have kids that you have data that you feel like they need to be in RTI, that's how we do the monthly. So when we come back, I think the next one is November 12th. The coaches, y'all can sit with us and tell us your reasoning and those 3 questions, and then we will determine whether we want to put them on this list, and then you can start your interventions. And so with AWARE, so let's go ahead and pull up AWARE. Eduphoria.
You have London. You do?
She did her.
Yeah, for math.
Okay, I have some questions, but I'll do it as a Friday.
Okay.
Did you find that other?
So you have 4. And Laura Holly? Oh, sorry.
But you know what's so interesting about her? She gets it,
Where are her-
everything whole group. But when it goes to independence, she can't put it on paper. It's the weirdest thing.
Okay, so in AWARE, I made sure that those 2, the D and the J, they're already in there.
Okay.
Oh.
And so for each of your students, you're going to have to make sure that an RTI sheet was added for them.
She's terrible.
Dominic, not spelling it. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. Okay. And so you're going to go to forms, and if they're not in there, email RH and she'll put them in. But I think we should be able to do it too. And so now all I'm going to do is go step by step with this. Did you want to answer your question before?
That's pretty much one of the questions.
Okay.
Because in my case, I don't have any paperwork already. So my question is like, for the RTI, are you guys using, or you guys decided that you're gonna be using like a format already? Because the monitoring will be one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the RTI form that we're gonna upload, that's something that you guys decided to use, like something that is already being created and we're just gonna fill in?
Yes, it's district-wide. So this, so on here, so if we double-click on now the reading is what we're creating at Malvern.
Right.
The math, they've created everything
Right.
from the district. And so what you're going to upload into AWARE will be
And I know math is more completed, pretty much.
And so we're, yeah.
I know reading is a work in progress because it's more like within the
The-
campus. The campus.
Mhm. So we're still trying to locate, and I think we've located the running records in English and Spanish. And that will be what you'll upload into AWARE. Yes, but the reading is still in progress because we're trying to locate interventions in both reading and Spanish. And so let's just click on this. This is what we'll upload into AWARE. And so you'll upload this, but you should also, anytime the kids are working out a problem, I will upload that too. And so that's down here on our order of like things to show Julie how to scan in things, because you'll have to scan in everything.
Right.
and then put it in aware. It's easy. It's in the copier. I'll show. Yes. You scan, right? You think so? Okay, that's okay.
Leslie?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's one thing that is a little different from before, because McKinney was trying to, at the end of the year, try to clean up all the drive and everything, because, there was so much documentation, for the RTI. So we used to have like the form, and the form had the goals, all the outcomes, everything. And then, we did only upload like a sample, a student sample, but it was pretty much only for that monitoring that you do like every 2 weeks, and then whatever results, that was the page that was uploaded. Now,
Gotcha.
do you want are you thinking to have like documentation of every single thing that the kids are doing in that small group, in that intervention time? Is that what you're
No, it's just this. They just want you to upload. I have so many tabs. They just want you to upload this. So I'm saying, like for math, and like for the upper grades, if they have to work out a division problem and it goes with this, I would upload it with this. But I do remember how we had to upload every single thing, and that's what the folder. But no, just this.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so in Aware, you have to know what tier they're on. And so if you can pull it up.
Well, I pulled up this one, but the form right here, so there was no form.
Let me see if I can. Okay, so once we finish here, I'll add a form for those 3 babies. I just saw those 2. I didn't know the other one were yours. And so in here, I'm gonna do this one for you. So he's in tier 3, and so then right here, you'll have to put your data. You can use the MAP data, his DRA from kindergarten. I have it. Any data you have that can justify your reasoning for him being in the process, you're gonna put right here. Now, if you go to, and so if I don't have the information right now, you can put a dot in a, just so that it will save. If you don't put anything and you X out, it's gonna be gone. And it has happened to me where I've typed stuff and then I forgot to save. It's all gone and you have to keep doing it. So I just simply put a little, okay, I'll just put that there.
Even if you upload one document and you don't save, then I'm not.
It's gone. So you wanna make sure you save, or even throughout your typing, just hit save. Yes, save. So the RTI referral is last the 23rd, because we did that RTI meeting, well, introduction. I'm gonna put your name. And so this is where you have to think about what is it in reading that he's lacking. So we'll choose there. Okay. So, and then your areas of concern, you put more information about why you feel this student should be in RTI. And he's already in because he's on tier 3. You have your start date, and then here's your SMART goal. So we're gonna move to the SMART goal. And that's the spreadsheet. So, so this is math, reading. So you have your reading up. Yep, because we're gonna work from here.
Where are we at?
The reading.
Are we still in Aware?
No. Nope, we're in the drive now.
Okay.
Because in order to finish Aware, we need the reading goal. We're gonna choose what intervention, because I'm pretty sure he's in pre-A stage. D,
Mine are.
D and J. Or if not, whatever stage, it doesn't matter. They have the interventions and everything. We can choose what we want to do, print out, put in their folders, get everything together so you can start on Monday.
Okay.
So now it's just like a working time, and if you need help, I can help you. and we can
I
print.
would say start there, are you gonna still, you want my timer? I don't know if my
I
timer.
know, I do.
Okay, yeah.
Where do you can go? What do you do?
I never started it.
It's one thing.